So this is going to be I think this is 9.5 months. I got my hair transplant done in beginning of June. So whatever Rolandus is, because we got it done almost the same day, my friend Rolandus and I. So I think it was the 1st of June. All right, so this is an update. So I want to show you guys, yeah, by the way, during this video, I am going to be putting on clothes. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to be eating some food, some Trader Joe's, talking to you guys, answering questions, showing my hair from all angles, so everybody kind of gets an update. It's a little bit wet still, so you get to see that. And yeah, feel free to shoot any questions anywhere in there. Should I have done it the other way? Anyway, we're doing it this way, long ways, so hopefully this is cool. First off, Trader Joe's. Do you guys eat at Trader Joe's? I've been buying food from there for a long time. And you know, Trader Joe's has there's this sort of vibe about Trader Joe's that it's like sort of environmentally conscious, you know, that it's environmentally conscious, that it's like this local kind of feeling grocery store sort of, you know, they give this kind of vibe. But the thing is, it's the least environmentally conscious grocery store that I can think of, because I don't know about you guys, but when I go buy groceries from there and I come home, I throw out what seems like half the groceries because it's all packaging. And I've noticed that lately even more of their packaging is plastic. Like I really feel bad about shopping at Trader Joe's because of, oh, that's cool. My friend, I bet him $100 he could do 100 push-ups in a row, and he's getting to 62 now, so I might have to pay him soon. That's like a thing that I've been doing with my friends. If they can do 100 push-ups in a row, I'll pay them $100. So maybe during this live, I'll try and do 100 push-ups in a row. I can give it a shot. Last time I tried, I could do it. So yeah, if anybody's watching this on this live, if you can do 100 push-ups in a row, I'll consider giving you $100 if you do it on video. Maybe we'll do like a bet with that later. But yeah, my personal friends, that's a thing I've sort of bet most of them. If they can do 100 push-ups in a row, I'll pay them $100. No one's offered me to pay me $100 if I do 100 in a row. I wish they would, because I feel like I'd probably win $100. So yeah, I feel bad about shopping at Trader Joe's. Okay, let's do some, since we're in the bathroom here. So maybe this lighting is like a little bit, it's a little bit more natural. Sorry, you guys are gonna see me in my underwear. All right, unfortunately, I think this is allowed on YouTube. So here is this side. Here is this. What my hair looks like currently. Here is this. Can you guys see? Let me know if you can't. And then these I'll do two different like overhead views, okay? So this is my crown right here. I really need to take a picture of this too to see how this looks, because everybody's been asking to like, show your crown, show it. And here's bright lights, this is my crown, this is how it looks. Here, a little bit still wet. Cool, and then let's do this way too, like the back of my crown. Okay, this is a hard position to let go. Did everybody see that? All right, so I think that pretty much does it. So, yeah, okay, let me see any comments. I've got 4 people watching. Live chat, let's see here. I can only do 35, John says. Yeah, John, you got a ways to go. I think you need to up that for sure. So, try and get to 50. I mean, everyone should be able to do at least 50 push-ups in a row. I feel like legit 50 push-ups. If you can do 100, you are in good shape. I would say that's my opinion. I feel like you have to be in pretty good shape to do 100 in a row. All right, so cool. John, you're like the only one watching, you and 3 other people that aren't talking to me. So tell me if you could see all the angles of my hair. I felt like this is better lighting from this side, you know? Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is my body as is currently. This is if I flex without any kind of pump or whatever, that's what it looks like. So yeah, better than average 35, right? Bam. hair, and I don't take any like any testosterone replacement stuff or anything. Maybe I should take some, but what's up, Dean, John, ML? I meant your hair, but also your physique. Okay, thanks, dude. All right, yeah. I'm proud of that. It takes a lot of work to have a good physique, especially when you're like, I'm getting towards close to 40 years old now, you know? No side effects from oral minoxidil. So guys, since you're watching this, let me know how my hair looks. I literally never take like pictures of my hair, really. So let me just kind of a little bit of combing it because I got out of the shower. How tall am I? I'm like about 5'9". Okay. No crazy unwanted body or facial hair from it. No, not from oral minoxidil. All right, so let's show this one more time. This is my hair. All right. Here's the crown, you guys can see. Good with that. And then I'll do this other angle right here. There you go, I think. I'm not able to see, but I'm assuming you guys can see all this. So, all right, cool. Now I'm gonna go get some food and answer the rest of your questions and go upstairs. You might see my daughter around here. I've been having a bunch of people ask for like overhead shots, so that's that. Okay, questions. Where do you get prescription for oral minoxidil? I get it from Dr. McGrath. I get it from him. No way you look 6'1", Bob says. Thanks so much. Yeah, dude, 6'1" would be awesome, but no, I'm nowhere close to that. I've had 2 FUT. I have a very, what do you call that? Like very, my physique is like, what do they call? It's proportional, very proportional. So when you have a very proportional physique, then you look much taller, especially like if I'm on stage. I'll tell you what, the number one thing I get when I get off stage after my show is people are like, wow, you're a lot shorter than I thought you were, because they see me on stage and I'm not next to anybody else. So without seeing me next to anybody else, I look tall. But then when they see me next to them, they realize I'm not. All right, so I'm gonna switch this up. I've had 2 FUT transplants, the second one by McGrath. They were both around 2,000 grafts. Realistically, if I wanted to do one more FUE, do you think it's possible to get another 1,500? I mean, you'd have to have a doctor answer that, but my guess is yes. Unless you have, if you have like average to good donor hair, I would say that yes, it's possible to get another 1,500. Yes. Bob says, I always guessed you were 6'2". Wow. Bob, I've been working out since I was 15 years old. And I cannot eat enough food. That's why I'm about to eat chicken burrito from Trader Joe's. Even though I'm not gonna have much food from Trader Joe's in the future because they use way too much plastic. Don't they use too much plastic?
Too much.
It's like ridiculous.
So.
I know, it's completely ridiculous. Like, I feel bad supporting them because it's like too much plastic and paper and like, can you imagine the difference in the environment if Trader Joe's just had less packaging? All right, so John says, your hair density is looking fantastic, David. Oh, thanks, man. Are you planning on getting any more transplants done? P.S. I just did 50 push-ups, pushbacks, FYI, new personal record. Way to go, dude. That is good. I'm sorry, 40 push-ups. 40 is pretty solid. Like, I think you're getting there. I'm trying to like make my food real quick while we're talking. Bob, why do you think Finasteride doesn't work for some people, and have you maintained all your hair with Finasteride? The answer to that is, Bob. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, why doesn't Finasteride work for some people? I think there's two reasons. There's two, from what I can tell. And again, I'm not a doctor or chemist or any of these things, but you know, I have a decent amount of experience with this. I've been dealing with this for a long time and running a hair transplant channel. So, you know, Anyway, that's why you're asking me, right? So the two reasons I think that finasteride doesn't work for people is, one, they just react differently to drugs. Than, like, everyone reacts differently to drugs and medicine. People react differently to drugs. One of my friends has taken what was it, ibuprofen twice, and throws up each time that he takes it. I am allergic to acetaminophen, and I've like taken it a couple of times, which is Tylenol. So that's a generic name for Tylenol. And so I have to write on, like, when they say, what are you allergic to? I say acetaminophen on the thing, because I've had to get an EpiPen shot in me because I can't breathe from taking acetaminophen. So obviously my body hates this very normal drug that everyone around the world takes, right? So, people have wheat allergies, people have gluten allergies, some people are lactose intolerant, other ones aren't lactose intolerant. Like, do we know why this, like, everyone is like this? I don't think we do. So that's one reason. Just some people don't react well to a drug, or don't react the same way, whether they have side effects or it just doesn't work as well on them or whatever. But the vast majority of people, it works very well, finasteride. Now there's a second reason. There's a second reason for that, okay? Finasteride, and again, disclaimer, I'm not a chemist or anything, but have talked to chemists about this and talked to people who do know their stuff. And the people that I've talked to that seem to know what they're talking about have told me that generic medicines are not all the same. That, it's sort of clinically, like, the FDA passes it as being the same thing, finasteride, but actually finasteride is not all the same. And actually, drugs differ, like, dramatically. And I know this from other people, like anecdotally. I've talked to friends of mine who have been on one kind of finasteride. Actually, a lot of people that I know who've been on one kind of finasteride and switched to a different kind of finasteride, and suddenly they've had way better results with another brand of finasteride. And you're like, it's not the same finasteride, or no side effects with a different brand of finasteride. So I took finasteride for a couple of years in the Philippines and was still losing hair, but I was paying, like, I don't know, like 5 cents a pill for, like, it was almost nothing for like a 5 milligram pill, and breaking it up into four pieces or 5 pieces. I try to get, usually it was like 4, it ended up being 4 pieces. I break it up in like 4 pieces and take it that way. And I was taking this little, like, 5-cent finasteride generic, just the cheapest pill that I could buy of finasteride in the Philippines. And it didn't work for me very well at all. So, and now I'm on finasteride and I don't feel like I'm losing any hair. Yeah, over the last since I've been on this finasteride and oral minoxidil combination thing, I would say I've lost no hair. I've had no regression whatsoever. So I've seen personally that the quality of finasteride actually matters, and the quality of the drugs that you take matter. And there's a reason why Propecia costs so much. Like, it's more expensive, and that actually Merck still owns, like, this, like, the patent on actual Propecia. And so all the other generic finasterides are not exactly the same as Merck's Propecia that they did the studies on and everything like that. So, sorry, that's a long-winded answer, but it's actually really important. So it's really important where you get your finasteride, actually. All right, cool. ML says, so no need for fibers anymore, huh? Your hair looks awesome, man. Super inspirational. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I still use fibers in my hair when I'm on stage. And if I'm going out for, like, in a really important event or something, I'll put some fibers in my crown just to make it, just kind of perfect, or like shooting a music video or something like that. But other than that, I mean, here, this is Panda right here. Panda, do you mind talking for a second? No. Okay. I want somebody else to verify this, because, like, I feel like people, like, don't believe me or something like that. How often do I put, Panda, like, the hair fibers in my hair, that I shake on, because you live with me. How often do I put it in my hair?
Whenever you get on stage, and whenever you go out for an important meeting, I think.
How many days a week would you say I put the fiber in my hair?
Was every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say once every 2 weeks. I think that's accurate. Yeah. So I think that I put the fibers in my hair about once every 2 weeks. Yeah. So I still do use them. When I just want to look my absolute best, you know, I totally use them. I think it makes my hair, it just like darkens it a little bit and like just gives it like it's like, I mean, I wear eyeliner too, not now, but like once every 2 weeks, probably I put some eyeliner on for like a music video shoot or something. I'll put on some like makeup underneath my eyes right here for things. When I'm on stage, I do that. If I'm even going out to like a really important event or something like that, I might put a little bit of makeup underneath there, but that I probably do once a month, makeup and eyeliner. Yeah. So, and fibers in my hair probably once every 2 weeks. So here, let's do the hair thing again, because we're under even different lighting here, so you guys can see, because I just want to show my hair under some different lighting. So there's that. There's this. There's a little bit brighter probably, and that. Cool. All right. Any other questions? I am gonna eat my thing. All right. Bob says, interesting. Have you noticed big celebrities with amazing results are open with Finasteride? Pete Davidson openly, Andrew Schultz for a decade, Bradley Cooper, Chris Evans. Yeah, I'm glad that people are being more open about it, but I think most people aren't. I still think most guys still aren't open about Finasteride. John says, drug regulations vary from country to country. Here in Australia, I have good results on the generic. Cool, John. Definitely not true that all generic brands are created equal, though. Yeah, 100%. They're really not. They are not all created equal. Yeah, drug, they vary from country to country. Just, yeah, a lot of things. So all these guys that like, I mean, the thing is, when I say they don't work, like, I think that the Finasteride that I was taking from the Philippines, you know, the really cheap Finasteride, like, it worked. It worked. I'm putting cheese on. I put cheese on my burrito. It's, yeah, it's just delicious that way. And trying to get all the calories I can. It worked some. Like, when I got off of Finasteride, the cheap stuff, then my hair got even worse. So, like, it was working some, but it didn't work that well. So, yeah, you know, probably the more, like the stronger your hair loss genes are, the better Finasteride you probably need to be on, you know? All right, put 1 minute in there. Cool. So, any other questions here? Looks so natural. Thanks, BL. Do you recommend any doctors in California? I don't really. Yeah, I know that. What's his name? I could tell you a couple. Like, and the only reason I know them is just from like my relationship with Dr. McGrath, and that he's friends with them. So I know he's good friends with Dr. Sarah Wasserbauer, I think is how you say her name. And I think she's in San Francisco. So I would say that she's probably pretty good because, and I think she's the president of the American Board of Hair Restoration Surgeons currently. I think she's the current president. So the combination of her being the current president and she's a friend of Dr. McGrath, and I think Dr. McGrath thinks very highly of her, and I can say that she's probably pretty good. And then also, I know Dr. McGrath personally went to the Armani of Beverly Hills guy, who is Dr. Balbach. I think it's like Havatiati or something like that. I forget how you say his last name. It's kind of difficult to say. I'm good with last names and crazy names. My name's Demusio, but his name is hard to say. But it's Dr. Balbach. It's Baubac. I think it's like Havatiati or something like that. Any other questions? John says, great to the update, man. I was wondering how you were traveling. You should collab with Rolandis for your year update since you both got your latest hair transplant on the same day. Yeah, we should do that. I want to do another video with Rolandis soon. Rolandis is amazing. What a great channel. Like, I remember I discovered his channel. I think he had like 1,000, maybe 2,000 subscribers, and I came across his channel and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's videos are fantastic. And then we got to be friends a bit, and did some videos together, and yeah, and I'm glad to see he's doing so well. He's like, I feel like he's one of the fastest growing hair transplant like guys. He's like doing a really good job. Is Dr. McGrath still doing the Zooflow injections? He is not currently doing the Zooflow injections because the company Direct Biologics is, how am I going to eat and be on the live? It's going to be tricky. Is currently undergoing FDA approval for using Zooflow for the treatment of COVID-19. So, because they're undergoing these, like, it's like they're in the very last stages of the clinical trials for this or whatever, or like the approval or something like that, because they're in that, they had to pull all the Zooflow, Exaflow, or all that stuff. They had to pull it all, like no one can use it, no one has access to it now until it's like officially approved for COVID-19, because that's going to be such a huge moneymaker for them. Once that's approved, it's going to be, you know, like, it'll be huge, and apparently it's going really well. So it's looking like it will be approved. So once it is approved, then it will be back on the market to be able to be used for other things. But I guess part of the process of getting it approved for the COVID-19 thing, they had to sort of pull it for everything else. I don't know, some kind of political stuff with that. So he doesn't have access to it now. And Dr. McGrath is on the I think he's on the board of Direct Biologics or something. He's like one of the medical advisors of it. So he would have access more than anybody, and he doesn't have access. So, Dr. Umar from LA, hairline technique using leg hair, I'm assuming. I don't really know anything about, like, I mean, I've heard of him, of course, Dr. Umar, but I can't really give any opinions. The thing about suggesting surgeons, I don't know, I just try not to do that much, because, you know, I've personally had bad experiences, like with like one of my surgeons, you know, going crazy and literally being committed to a mental institution and stuff. So like, it's scary for me, the idea of recommending any surgeon or doctor unless I really know them personally. Like, I really know them as a person. Like, I know what their schedule is like and how they wake up. And I know that's nuts, but or it's not nuts, because you can look this up. Like, currently they estimate every year in the United States 250,000 people die from doctor errors and doctor mistakes. That's crazy. It's actually, I think it's the third largest cause of death in the United States. You can look this up, is doctor errors and doctor mistakes. The third largest cause of death. And it's the number one cause of death by accident. It's doctor errors and doctor mistakes. So, and doctors have, I'm trying to like rag on doctors, but this is just true. They have one of the highest rates of suicide. They have some of the highest rates of alcoholism. Like, so to me, like, and sort of knowing that, I'm like scared of doctors, you know, like to a certain degree. Of course I'll go to them when I need them, but, and I've just seen so many people, I've seen so many people operated on like unethically, and so it's just like, unless I really know somebody personally, and I feel weird recommending them, you know, because what if you go there? What if you go to Dr. Umar, you know, and it's a horrible experience for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know, maybe he like just got divorced and he's like not getting enough sleep or whatever, and he screws up on you, and then I'm like, yeah, Dr. Umar's great, you know, but I'm not saying, of course, that's probably not going to happen. He's probably an amazing person, an amazing surgeon, and all that kind of stuff. But like, you know, then I've recommended him. So I'm feeling slightly personally responsible. All right, so ML says, are you into UFC at all? Seems like a decent amount of guys have been open about getting hair transplants in the UFC. Cool. Paulo Costa is looking better on his Instagram, at least. I'm not into UFC at all. I mean, I would love to like go watch UFC live, but it's not something I keep up with really. Lewis says, do you still use any Topic or Derm Match from time to time? Yeah, I do. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier. I still use, I use currently the Elite hair fibers from my friend Brian. He came out with his own brand of hair fibers. I probably put that on about once every 2 weeks for like a special event or music video shoot or something like that. So, and I think my hair is about dry now. Still a little bit wet, but it's about dry. Panda, you want to make sure that you can get like a good shot of my hair, because a lot of people are like asking. Yeah, I want to make sure that get how we do this. I think you can hit this thing right here. There you go. Okay, now you can get a good shot. Good? How does it look here? I haven't seen.
Look good.
Looks pretty good. Cool. All right, awesome. Here we go, guys.
Just show your boxers.
I know, whatever. It's like a bathing suit, right? All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm gonna eat my food. Unless we got any more questions. No more questions. Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. This is an update. It was great chatting with you guys. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified next time that I go live. Air hair product you use for frizzy hair. Air hair product. I don't know. I don't really ever use much of anything in my hair, honestly. I mean, literally, I probably put the topic in like once every 2 weeks, or not the topic, the Elite Hair Fibers from Brian. There's a link to that, by the way. I'll put that in the video description somewhere, or it's in the video, my other description. It's fantastic. I love his hair fibers. So I use that once every 2 weeks. And then I don't like wash my hair every day. I probably wash my hair like once every 3 days, maybe 4 days. So then the sort of frizziness goes down. Like I'll wake up tomorrow morning and I'll just kind of like put my hands through my hair. I don't really comb my hair. I just put my hands through it and it'll look better than it does now. So I just got out of the shower. So that's pretty much that. Insanity says hair looks great. I'm going to vids, got on Finasteride pretty early, maintained well for the past few years. Awesome, there you go. Waiting a few more years and considering a hair transplant. Do you think 27 is a reasonable age for FUE? Yes, absolutely. I think 27, if you have restored, I mean, you've got your hair and it's not actively getting much worse, totally a good age to get your first FUE hair transplant. The main thing is stabilizing the loss. Once you've stabilized the loss, then it's just about finding a good surgeon and just getting it back, you know? John says, enjoy your food, David. Thanks, dude. I like you, man. I feel like we'd be friends. Hamza says, I'm 26 years old, Norwood 5 with retrograde alopecia. How can I send you my pictures to help me if I can get eligible for a hair transplant or not? Send them to me on Instagram. Yeah, I don't really do consultations as a thing, but if you send them to me there, I'll try and help you as best I can just because I like helping people. So yeah, send them to me on Instagram. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, okay? See ya.